Do technology stocks have further to slide? What about all these doomsday predictions that we're hearing? Although there are some very serious and sad geopolitical concerns that are going on right now in the world, I think it's important to take a step back and look at history. History doesn't repeat itself, but oftentimes it rhymes. Let's take a look at Invesco's QQQ, which we'll use as a technology proxy because it just happens to have a very long history. Now, top names are things like Nvidia, Apple, Amazon, Tesla. You get the idea. It peaked late 2021 at about 408, and it's down, as of this recording, about 31% from peak to trough. Does it have further to go? What about all those tech stocks that were flying high and now are flying real low? Are they going to continue to crater? Let's take a look. The narrative right now is that we're seeing unprecedented wealth being eroded, never to return. Man, this sounds so familiar. You have to remember, I've been around for a few decades. If we go back to 1999, we look at the QQQ, we bring up another chart showing, again, it was very heavily tilted towards technology. It peaked in March 2000 at 109.50, and about 12 months later, which is where we are into today's decline, it had a low of 39.15, so it was down about 64%. So basically double what we're at today. One of the main points I want to make is that even if we go from the peak prior to the crash in 2000 and we go all the way out to today, it's still tripled in price over 20 years. So take things when you see them on the news with a grain of salt. And there are a few lessons that we've learned by looking at this process. Number one, do you remember Y2K? If you don't have gray hair, you probably don't, and you should definitely Google it. This was the idea that from the world going from 1999 to 2000, there was going to be an apocalyptic collapse of civilization and all sorts of wild ideas of computers crashing. And now I think there was a problem with computers, but they fixed it. What do you know? That's what humans do. So the lesson is be aware of risks, but put them into perspective. Number two, let's bring up that chart again. Beware overpaying. When you see an exponential graph, it's seducing you into overpaying for companies. Now, if you overpay, it can take a very long time for prices to recover, as we've seen through history. It doesn't mean that they won't, it just means that after you've gone through the decline, you want to be very careful about companies that you're choosing, making sure that you're going for quality. And number three, experience counts. Working with a wealth advisor can help you build and keep your wealth. I'm Hilberry. Thank you so much for listening.